I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I got sober at 22, man, and I'm so happy for it. But it's not without saying, it'd be real easy to be like, and then I got sober and like life just started to magically change and it was all amazing and just like that. And I think too often in mental health circles, when you're struggling, we expect that the answer is immediate. We expect that one therapy session is going to be immediate, or we think that getting sober is going to solve all of your problems. And like, I got sober. It took me over 4.5 years before I ever did the steps, before I got a sponsor. I was at a meeting, and I tell this story all the time because I absolutely love this. There was a part of me when I was drinking that, and I don't know if you can relate to this or anyone watching it can relate, but there was a part of me that had built this facade and this exterior of what I let you see, but all I really wanted to do was for you to know the pain I was in. I wanted to be seen for how I felt. I wanted somebody to truly see me, not for what I was presenting, but I didn't have the confidence to show you that. But I wish someone, dude, I used to drink and drive and do things so destructive because I wanted to get caught. There was a part of me that wanted people to know that like, I am not okay, dude. Like I'm not okay.
Wow.
And so I still go to AA meetings and I give my great 2-minute shares and 3-minute shares, and I'm the perfect little AA sober young person. Look at me.
Yeah.
I got it young, and I'm at a meeting in the Valley, and I give my little great share, and a guy walks up to me, big dude, bald head, walks up to me and he goes, "Hey man, my name is Michael, and nice to meet you. Hey, I heard your share. I just want to let you know, I think you're absolutely full of shit."
Wow.
He goes, "You're at 4.5 years, man. 5 years is a dangerous time in sobriety. Quit messing around. Get a sponsor, do the steps, knock it off." And I asked him to be my sponsor.
Wow.
And
right away you knew? Or did you have to, was there an ego all attached initially? Dude, you were ready for it?
Like, it makes me a little emotional because I think it was like, he saw me for the broken 16-year-old. He didn't see me as the confident, cocky kid, 25-year-old working in TV, or 26-year-old working at TV who's got it figured out and I got all this. He saw past it and really saw me, and he had the courage to speak it. Because he could have just walked out of the room, man.
Yeah.
He could have looked at me and been like, "This fucking kid. He's gonna have some problems."
Yeah.
And we do that all the time, man. We do it all the time. We stay silent all the time when we see somebody acting up, or we see somebody acting or saying something weird, and you're like, "Oh, that guy's kind of a douche."
Yeah.
Right? But this guy,
wow.
he had so much character that I don't even know why he did it, but he walked up and he said it to me, and it was like, dude, like that's what I had been looking for, was for someone to truly see that. And bro, I sat with him. I did my step work with him. I shared with that man things that I was ashamed of, things I had never told anybody else in my entire life, things that happened to me when it was like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, things that were.
You finally had somebody you could turn to, the 16-year-old that was looking for something out there, somebody to see them at that.
Dude, man, and all I can think of right now, and like I feel like this podcast right now is so much for me and not for bless anyone that's listening. I hope you guys are enjoying it, but like we talk so much about, like, even with the book, right? Like something that I did that I was so easy to like second guess and be like, it's just a book. It ain't the big, like whatever. It's and there's an alternative universe where Phil didn't do the steps and didn't get a sponsor and didn't get sober and is still there. Oh, dude. There's a world where I am still that kid with all of that pain operating behind every decision I'm making. There's a 37-year-old Phil somewhere that hasn't had any healing from his life yet.
And he's been searching for someone to see that.
Dude.
Maybe.
And I'm so, I'm so filled with just absolute gratitude right now and that's the power of a stranger, man. Like, that's the power of that man did not know me.
Yeah.
That is one man who made a decision as an absolute stranger that had a massive change in the trajectory of my life. And he's a great man, but there's nothing special about him. There's nothing that he has inside of him that you don't have inside of you, that I don't have inside of me, that no one at home doesn't have inside of them. We all have the ability, if we choose to accept responsibility, and if we choose to get out of our own way, if we choose to stop making life all about our careers or what we make or how much money, or like I had a thought earlier today. It's like, dude, you have your podcast, you have people that look up to you, that influence you. We met on a social platform speaking. Like, we have influence. And it might not be, the 3.2 million followers that follow you because you play video games, right? But we have an ability to have influence with people, right? And so often I think we can get in a place where it's like, well, I need more authority, or I need more money, or I need a bigger resume. We got to knock that shit off. Yeah. We will get those things, and that's fine. But we can't keep looking to some future moment where we can finally be the person that can speak truth or speak love or speak encouragement in somebody else's life. We all have that ability today.
Yeah.